Test, test. Hello and welcome to the West Coast Rugby Conference Championship between San Jose State and Santa Clara University. My name is Josh. I'm here with Tiff Lopez. We will be taking you on this journey towards Sacramento.
I'll warn you, Josh, I definitely like watching rugby more than I like talking about it.
That's fair. We have watched a lot of rugby. It is the third game here at Stuba Rugby Stadium, and we are about to kick off here and get this match underway. San Jose running left to right in the blue jersey. Santa Clara in the white with black shorts. A frantic early start as both teams look to settle in. Good rush defense there by San Jose, cut off the options. Santa Clara continues to work the phases. Good leg drive there as Santa Clara gets back to gain line. Moving the ball wide now. Nice little wrap around there, a circle ball out wide. Looking for options, not finding them. Big contest there by San Jose and earning the penalty. The number 8 for San Jose, earning the penalty there.
One thing about San Jose is they're always going to look to kick for touch. One of the biggest parts of Coach Fonda's game is being able to get down the field as much as they can and really work those set pieces.
Looking forward to it. We love a good line out. Do they maul off the line out or do they look to go wide?
This season, I've seen them do a little bit more mauls, but typically in the past, they've had some pretty quick backlines. So, you know, wide has usually been the go. Unbiasedly, I'm excited about watching both of these teams today as the conference commissioner for the West Coast D2 conference, a conference that I played at. Actually came from the San Jose State program myself. And it's just awesome to see both of these teams, you know, from the start of the season to now, just the commitment from both the coaches and the players. And I'd love to see it kind of come into fruition in postseason play like this.
Yeah. Heavy contest on the ground. San Jose State holding on to the ball as it was scrappy ball off the line out. They weren't quite able to get into their stride, and it looked like we're going to have a quick tap here from Santa Clara. Oh no, a kick to touch. Faked out, hasn't found touch. San Jose State with the opportunity to return. Moving the ball to the center of the field. They've got space out wide. Let's see if they can use it. The ball is in the hands of the 8. Oh, unfortunate, comes out. Stripped in the tackle. Lost forward advantage to Santa Clara. It looks like we'll be setting up our first scrum. So, Tiff, what can we expect out of Santa Clara in this game?
They've been pretty speedy all season. I've been to a couple of games, a couple of their home games, and I think the one thing they do is they work fast and they run with a lot of support. So I'm thinking we'll see a lot of that, you know, as they continue to strike forward.
Now, is set piece a big part of their game, or they're more looking at the phase play to generate their opportunities?
Definitely phase play. I would say that's probably the biggest difference between both of these game plans is Coach Fonda's pretty heavy on that set piece, and you know, Diane, the coach at Santa Clara, has done a really good job of just getting some fun, creative play within her back line.
Oh, some good hands there. Santa Clara keeps the ball alive. Their continuity. Looking to set up their forwards for a punch up here. Little tips pass, but San Jose State has got some good pressure on defense. What's the penalty? Penalty is for not releasing the tackle player. So I thought they might get the penalty there. Maybe I'm a bit biased towards the defense there, but you know. Oh, good tackle bust here by the number 5 for Santa Clara. Still, those legs keep moving. Can they capitalize on this momentum? Looking to go wide now. Oh, good little line. Get that offload away. There it goes, out towards the wing. But the space has been shut down by San Jose State. Double tackle. Santa Clara is very good at passing out of contact.
Yes, 100%. And that's, you know, kind of what I was talking to earlier was about that support within the game that makes it so easy for them to just gain meters.
Oh, a little forward pass there. Negates the footwork by the 15. Looks like she's staying down as well, so hope everything is all right with her. I think time will go off here. It's one of those things you never like to see is a player going down in the first couple of minutes of a game. It didn't look like there was too much there. She's up and moving now, so I think she'll be back in the game pretty quickly.
You know, one of my favorite things about rugby is the importance of our support staff, and I just want to shout out Sam, who's actually the AT here at Stanford. She's working our game, and you know, we booked her up because she's always been great on the player welfare perspective, and for me, it's always appreciate an AT who knows the game, know when to come on, and how to interact with the players. So shout out Sam.
Any ATs watching, we love you. We need you.
It was just National AT.
National Athletic Trainer Month.
Yeah.
Yep. And definitely rugby's a bit different from other American sports, but here we go. San Jose State off the back of the scrum. Bit of a twist and a turn, but they've got some space wide here. Oh, big shot coming in, but it was a little high there. I think the 14 ducked into it late, and you know, the big number 8 for Santa Clara couldn't quite lower the body height.
Watching San Jose, I think if you're able to kind of get these passes a little bit sharper, a little bit lower, we'll probably see the use of this really quick back line that they have. But, you know, just start of the game, we'll see if they can clean it up.
Yeah. And definitely one of those things, right? Timing's so important to get the back line on the front foot. Passes going in front of the player. Let's see if they can lock down this line out. To the front this time. Oh, good contest by Santa Clara there, and the blindside flanker picks it up and goes straight ahead. Route 1 there. Deep, and we've got some ball movement out wide. Nice little spin move there by the center. Oh, good offloading contact by Santa Clara, and they found a little bit of space on the right edge. Good leg driving contact. They're pushing the San Jose State defense back, but a great counter ruck by the loose head prop there by San Jose State. Really put some pressure on the pass, but wow, big timing contact. Santa Clara driving ahead through the tackle point. Oh, great footwork by the center there. Love a little bit of dancing in the centers.
Yeah. You know, I want to highlight Santa Clara's number 9, Elise Muragasu. She's been a pretty integral part of the Santa Clara game plan. I know a couple weeks ago she had kind of a tough week with injury, but I'm really glad to see her back on the pitch and representing the team this week.
Yeah, it's really key in a continuity game. Oh, intercept there by the wing by San Jose State, kind of stops the overlap. Pick and drive here as they look to consolidate possession. Probably need to get out of their own half, and here comes the kick. It's got a good chase.
Nice high ball.
Oh, good hands there by Santa Clara, but she's on the ground. Big contest over the ball, and it seems to have rolled out of bounds. Let's see where it goes. It looks like it'll be a San Jose State throw-in. Yeah, it's amazing how a good scrum half can really speed up the game.
Absolutely.
Right? And
even direct on the field, right?
Yep.
I mean, we look so much at our fly halves to kind of direct on the field, but a lot of times right off the 9 is we can kind of see where the ball's going to go and you know, what pace the game's going to be at.
Yeah. There's some clean line out ball. Let's see what this back line can do for San Jose State. Big ball carry by the number 8.
It's a captain, Anaya Simmons. I think she's looking at her 3rd year at San Jose State.
Back to the blind side, and they've got a line break there, but great defense on the edge, knocking the hooker out of bounds, and Santa Clara earning the ball back. A little bit of a sneaky short side play there, Tiff.
Yeah. That's the one thing about San Jose State. I think they have, you know, quite a few tricks up their sleeve sometimes. A lot of sneaky play. Goes back to kind of this old guy, James Fonda, coaching over at San Jose State. He's always been a really big advocate for the women's game since he started coaching, and I think they're doing some really awesome stuff over there in terms of their rugby.
Oh, line break here. Great footwork by the captain, the number 8. Looking for the stiff arm and some support there. Can she find it? Keeps the ball alive. Great work. Big contest over the ball by Santa Clara. They have won the penalty. Great work. Great reorganization on defense, and it looks like their tight head prop won the penalty there. Oh, this time it is a quick tap. I was faked out before, so I wasn't going to say anything. The player that earned the penalty has taken the ball into contact, and San Jose State is over the ball, but the tackler did not roll away, and they've been penalized again. Will they go quick here, or?
We got a strict ref here with Amber Clough. She's actually the West Coast Conference Vice Commissioner, has been on commentary for the CRAA D1 Regionals. So we've had her put to work today. Excited to see her on the field as well, as she's a big leader amongst the women refs in the Northern California community. Big
little line break there by the 9 off the tap.
I'm telling you, she's feisty.
Pick and drive here for Santa Clara. Probably trying to get their 9 back into position, right?
Yep.
Oh, good leg drive. Been a feature so far in the early going for Santa Clara. Leg drive at the point of contact and a little bit of footwork. Here we go on the wing. The 14 needs some support here.
We see defensively, San Jose has done a great job of just keeping that line coming up together.
Oh, big contact in the middle there. No quarter asked and no quarter given. Santa Clara still has the ball.
Nothing like a big prop carry, am I right?
It is. I think she's going to be penalized here for using the forearm across the throat and above the shoulders of the defender. Just like in a tackler can't go high, a ball carrier can't use their arms as a weapon.
Yep.
At the point of contact. San Jose State electing the scrum.
Say a couple of seasons ago that San Jose State had a lock who was about 6 foot, and you know, she got as low as she could. It simply wasn't low enough, and to say it was probably a confusing call for her at the time as she tried to get as low as she could, but you know, was carrying the ball pretty well. So definitely lost the ball and had a few confusing minutes after that.
I love to see a team understand what they want to do at a penalty. San Jose State here taking the scrum. They've got their backs split pretty evenly, 3 on each side, so it'll be interesting to see if they're looking for a weakness in the Santa Clara defense.
This is kind of, again, with that little trick plays that Fonda does, is, you know, he's got a lot of these little trick plays up his sleeve and how he sets up his back line.
The number 8 picks it up and goes the opposite way than she ran. A nice blocker play, and the ball's going wide. They've got a line break here and out to the speed out wide.
She's fast enough to get there.
1-on-1 cuts back in, and a great try-saving tackle there by the fullback. Managed to bring it down, but San Jose State still on the front foot. Nice little tips pass there, and the forwards go to work. It's our turn now, but they've lost the ball in contact. Did not go forward. It was ripped out, the referee said. And out to the backs they go. A little bit of footwork to beat that first defender, and she's going to go through the line here. Good leg drive by San Jose State, looking to retain the ball and build the pressure through the phases.
One thing about Coach Fonda, he's going to really utilize those pods and some play within those pods. He's a true forwards coach. I know that for sure, as I was back at San Jose. And
the winger has gotten away.
Yep,
A missed tackle, and Nishi going over for the try in the corner. Look at that, San Jose State into the lead, 5-0, one missed tackle.
Yep, makes a big difference. That try was dotted down by the number 11, I believe, Taylor Brissenden.
I really thought Santa Clara had it covered there, and but she kept on her feet, kept moving, and then sprinted away to the corner. Not an easy kick for your first kick at goal on the day.
Sure.
2 meters in from touch, but on the preferred side for a right foot kicker. The kick is no good, so the score will remain 5-0. 15 minutes of settling into the game. We've started to see a few punches being thrown by each team. This next period will really consolidate where both teams are going. And we do have a raucous crowd here in front of us, Tiff. They both San Jose State and Santa Clara have some very happy fans.
Yeah, luckily they're both just up the road, not coming from too far, which is super, it's great for these teams. Most of these D teams are based on a club system, and so a lot of the players on the field are actually board members, fundraisers, schedule organizers, referee, schedulers, and so it's great to see their families here supporting them and cheering them on as they get to do the enjoying part about rugby, which is the playing part. So
being on the field, not training.
Yeah.
San Jose State look to use their backs now. There's a bit of space here, but good pressure by the 13. Not held in the tackle, so she was able to get back to her feet and keep moving forward. The kick downfield, and Santa Clara has an opportunity to counter here. Ball at about the 40, but a bit of a forward pass there by the fullback to a retreating player.
This is where pressure's really critical, right? I mean, Santa Clara was able to catch the ball off the kick and really didn't have many options because the San Jose State team had come up pretty strong.
And it is hard as a fullback to try and figure out who is with you, right?
Right.
So the 8 has taken the ball the last couple of times off the back of the scrum here. It would be interesting to see if San Jose use this short blind side, but just looking at their backline formation, they've got some centers in there. Santa Clara puts pressure on the scrum though. Out to the backs, big crash by the 12. And we go to the forwards. Good hard running by the San Jose State forward pack as they get out of the scrum. And they've created some space wide as it goes to the fullback coming into the line.
The one thing I'm really impressed about with San Jose State is at this D2 level, I'd say it's really common to see teams play off of their fast players, right? The players that can make a line break. But you're seeing a lot of very intentional setups in that back line. And I think it's just, players learning shapes of the game.
Out the back to their second wave of attack and an offload back inside. Good hands there to pick that up off her shins. And it looks like, Santa Clara going for the poach, but getting overextended, giving up the penalty for diving over, and San Jose State slowing the game down, playing it at their speed and looking to go to touch. Nice kick to touch. They'll have a line out about 45 meters out from the Santa Clara try line. It is a warm day here today,
Yes.
so it'll be important for them to monitor their energy. Obviously, coming into a championship game, everyone's a little bit hyped.
Yeah, I'd say it's not scorching hot, but it definitely is dry. So that's, you know, a lot of dehydration.
Good line out win there by San Jose State, and clean possession to their big ball carrier who goes out the back. And the 12, hitting a double tackle in the centers there. I don't think you want to keep running there all day. Out wide, 21 out to the try scorer on the wing, who's got a great offload to the number 8, looping around. One-on-one with a fullback, can't beat her, but it's a good ball there for San Jose State. Off to the forwards, coming at 100 miles an hour. But great job by Santa Clara to slow that ball down and force San Jose State backwards a little bit. Building the pressure through the phases here. A loose pass there by the 10, but it's cleaned up well by the fullback. Gets the ball out to the other edge. And a big shot there by the prop.
Say yesterday, some great commentary from some of the life students, and AJ had said that she'd rather have a big prop running at her than a speedy wing. So what's your preference, Josh?
Yeah, I would rather have the big prop run at me as well.
I don't mind some contact, but I don't want to have to chase somebody.
So there was a penalty for offside there. Santa Clara creeping offside, which is maybe why the big contact happened.
Yep.
San Jose State electing to take the scrum. Once again, a midfield scrum. They have a 4-2 split on this one.
As a front row player, Josh, would you prefer to do more scrums in a game than less?
No, that sounds terrible. But I'd like to do scrums at an appropriate interval so I have enough time to recover.
So you don't love when the backs knock on the ball?
No, I do not love that. I love it even less when the number 8 knocks on the ball at the back of the scrum. Out to the left it goes as the 10 swept from the right to the left. Loose pass there, and San Jose State forced to retreat. Keeping the ball alive in contact, but it's scrappy, and it's allowing Santa Clara a shot over the ball. The backs working together here, looking for a gap out wide. The number 8 staying on her feet and getting another offload away. I think that's about her 4th of the day in the first 20 minutes of the game.
We got a player down here.
Good tip pass in the forwards there. And a nice clear out by the tight head prop. They've got their forwards and tip pass went backwards. It didn't go to hand. But San Jose State continues to that left edge. Keeping the ball alive through offloads. It's unfortunate. I think the Santa Clara has lost their outside center, who is receiving attention as time goes off. Bit of concern over here for our injured player. Referees coming to the other side of the field. So we'll take a short breather. Players will get some water on board. What do you think they're going to be saying in the huddles over there, Tiff?
I think maybe just cleaning it up a little bit for San Jose State. I think we have a couple of missed passes, a couple of dropped balls. You know, I think they're getting into their structures quite well, but like I said at the beginning of the game, is like some of these passes are a little bit wild and kind of hard to predict. For Santa Clara, I'm sure they're pulling it together to you know, rally around their player who's down, but also just to continue to stick to that game plan. I think defensively they've been doing pretty good. It's just about being able to capitalize once they have ball in hand.
And one of the things I think, you know, 13 has been pretty influential in the first couple of minutes. they probably need to talk about any adjustments they might have to make if she isn't able to continue. And I'm sure that's a difficult situation for you as a player. What did you start to talk about? And obviously care and concern for the player first, but then the mindset goes forward to the rest of the game.
Yeah, definitely, you turned to your leadership a lot to kind of keep the team together, right? I remember a couple of years, Sevens Nationals, we lost our captain in the first 30 seconds to a broken collarbone. And, for us, it's not a lot of time in sevens to kind of pull it back together, but we definitely had to get someone else in our captaincy and really keep the team together. So I think it's definitely these girls work together all year round. And so, obviously the emotional toll of having a mate down on the ground, but also from a tactical perspective, when they're key players like that, could be really tough. So
yeah, I agree with you.
Player up.
Players coming off the field, it looks like. Nice round of applause from the crowd.
Massive thank you to the ATs too, who are just take care of these players in times where it's a little scary.
Carrying them off the field as well,
yeah.
showing a bit of strength. I think it might be a very long way to go for the ATs. So it looks like they've got some support here, and they'll help her hop off. They might need someone taller than our ATs. Our ATs are a little short for this one.
Short but mighty.
This was my problem if I ever tried to help off one of my teammates. I was never tall enough for them to actually lean on.
I was going to say, me and you both, I think, are vertically challenged in that sense.
Both teams have definitely shifted to the mindset of are ready to play again. But, first and foremost, it's about player welfare. Get this player off into the shade. Make sure that that the individual can receive the attention that they need.
Yep.
And then the game will resume in just a second. I think it's resuming with a penalty to Santa Clara. Tap taken. Good footwork there to get through the first tackle. Still on her feet going through. Marching up towards the halfway and still going forward. That is a 15 yards after contact type of run. You'd love that in your fantasy stats. A little switch there by the forwards as they look to keep the ball rumbling forward. San Jose State not rolling away, and they will be penalized for killing the ball. Will they go to touch this time? I've been faked out before. No, this time they have gone for cut, but they've looks like a knock on by the winger there.
Well, tactically a win, I guess, eh?
I guess so. You've progressed down the field. I think that half volley is probably the toughest catch to try and make. It's, do you play it with your body or do you play it with your hands? And this time we played it with the hands, and it wasn't the right decision. So Santa Clara has put a lot of pressure on the San Jose State scrum. We'll see what they can do with the feed now, and whether San Jose State can return the favor of a little bit of messy ball at the back of that scrum. Oh, 8 picks it up. Gets good, go forward. Clean ball there, and they keep the momentum. Good pick and go. Straight through the middle. Santa Clara building, but penalized for diving over. Oh no, that is a coach killer there, Tiff.
Absolutely, coach is probably pulling her hair out right now.
Hey, you can't use that about coaches. Some of us don't have hair, all right?
Unlucky.
Kick to touch, and Santa Clara, they got really good go forward there off the back of the scrum, and San Jose State probably pretty happy to have the ball back.
Yeah, I think both teams have been playing pretty strong. I think one of the things I've learned in my Taekwondo experience was, usually at a high level, the winning fighter is the person who makes the least amount of mistakes. I think this is just a perfect example of that, where they're getting into shapes that they want to. They're being pretty aggressive, but both of them just having mishandles and losing that ball.
San Jose State keeping the ball a little tighter as they look to work out of their own half. Santa Clara penalized for coming in the side, I think. Going for that steal, but just a little too eager and taking the wrong angle. San Jose State has not put the ball out of bounds, but we've got a little knock on. Oh, it's tough when that ball floats towards you and you've got too much time to think about it.
Yep.
It's not the expected set piece, but San Jose State will start with the scrum just inside the Santa Clara half.
Love an engaged fan group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fun energy here at Stuba Rugby Stadium. Pass behind the back, and we've got the ball to the center. Little offload there. Did it go forward?
Ref didn't see it.
Ref
so I guess
didn't
it
see
didn't.
it.
Didn't go forward.
This winger bundled up and... Uh-oh. We're going to see a penalty there. Playing the ball on the ground. Good tackle by 22. Then just needs to roll away the temptation a little too much.
We're seeing another player down for Santa Clara in the midfield.
Referee calls time off. Yeah, sometimes that that opportunity to just pick up the ball is too much for a player to take.
Yeah. It's going to be me with some kids' Easter's baskets next weekend.
Fullback is back on her feet. I think she might be coming off to get checked. She is being replaced here. So that's a couple of players out of the Santa Clara backline that have left the game in this first half. Time back on by referee Clough. Is it referee Amber or referee Clough?
Clough. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Depends. Depends on if you're on a good side of the day.
I've never been on a referee's good side, so referee Clough it is. San Jose State throw-in. Using the shortened line-out variation here. 5-person line-out. Slightly errant throw, but it's landed on the Santa Clara side. I think they'll get never onside. So the player went to ground and San Jose State played it on the wrong side. This little 9 earns a penalty. Tackle was too high by San Jose State, and she's gone quick again. Looking to put a bit of pressure on this San Jose State defense. The ball's gone backwards there, and a ruck forms in midfield. 5 meters San Jose State side of halfway. 22 breaking tackles, 1 tackle, 2 tackle. Needs some support right now.
There we go, finally seeing Santa Clara get back into some organized shapes here.
And it's really hard when you lose a 13 and 15.
Absolutely.
A lot of your organization, your backline has to be retooled.
Yes.
10 looking for options to the right. The flanker gets through a little gap, looks for an offload, hits that offload to the winger who cuts back inside. She's tearing away towards the 22, caught by the cover. And San Jose State piles in to slow down the ball at this ruck. Santa Clara moving the ball to the left now. Forwards in midfield looking to set the platform for attack. Referees playing advantage. Good offload there, and I think San Jose State was over the ball. Maybe the referee was not playing for an advantage. I saw an arm go up, but the penalty has gone to San Jose State here. Santa Clara holding on to the ball in the ruck.
Let's see if she makes touch.
a great kick to touch. The line out will be on the 10, San Jose State side of halfway. It's interesting to see these players. Before the game, Santa Clara had their senior day, but most of these players have learned the game at college. So 2, 3, 4 years of experience is probably the most we're seeing on the field, and they're starting to put together some really good rugby on both sides.
Absolutely.
San Jose State wins the ball at the line out, gets it out to their center. She's a hard runner, caught high. That was a very pleasant high tackle, I think.
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty excited. I saw one of the local club coaches come out here, and he's out here watching the teams. This is actually the perfect group of girls and players that he's probably looking at to play, you know, during the summer and after college. So I bet you in a couple years we're going to see a lot of these players playing on the same team together, playing for you know, the heart of the Bay Area.
And probably coming to a final like this and maybe cheering against each other after supporting each other in the same team.
Absolutely.
San Jose State with a line out. Off the fingertips, but they've won the ball in the line out. A little scrappy, but San Jose State looks to move the ball. They're going wide. They've got their strike runner out there who delivers the ball early to some speed on the wing. She's grounding the corner into the 22. Offload back inside. Who jumps on it? The ball is loose. San Jose State finds the ball. Still carrying this momentum forward. Goes to the fullback. They're about 10 meters out. Pressing hard. It goes to the forwards for a rumble. There's a lot of space out here. Will they be able to get the ball there? No. Pick and drive. Santa Clara putting pressure on the breakdown. Slow forwards carry as they look to organize. Another better pick and drive there. And San Jose State goes, well, we can go direct too.
Yep, and you can see, you know, their numbers are set up out wide. Let's see if they turn to the backs at any point, if they're going to keep driving.
San Jose State retaining the ball. Pick and drive, piston style. One to the left, one to the right, out to the backs we go. Center takes the ball, stiff arm, and she's plunging over next to the post. Great try by San Jose State. First off the set piece going wide, retaining the ball through the forwards, and finally releasing the inside center
That is
with a little stiff arm waving bye-bye.
senior Joy Reen, or Seam. She's been a huge part of the San Jose State program, actually being the president last year. It's awesome to see her back on the field this semester, and you know, still driving through that back line.
And probably her 10's pretty happy with her,
Yeah.
putting the ball down so close to the post. Much easier second kick at goal than the first one. Obviously the time on our scoreboard clock is not official, but we think there's probably about 7 or 8 minutes left in this first half. And the conversion is successful. San Jose State out to a 12-0 lead. We've got a Spartans chant coming up here, and I think we're about to have a dueling chant coming back from Santa Clara. Santa Clara to kick off. They really need to finish this first half strong. If they can get on the board, it would be very helpful to sending them into halftime with a little bit of momentum. Kickoff by Santa Clara. It goes the 10, and they have won the ball back. Santa Clara with the ball in the San Jose State half. San Jose State over the ball, and they have earned the penalty. San Jose State goes to touch. They bounce the ball in, but it goes out. It will still be a San Jose State throw into the line out. San Jose State lineouts haven't always been pretty, but they have won most of them. Santa Clara loves to contest at the front there, so it'll be interesting to see where they go with this one. San Jose State with a lineout throw 40 meters out from the try line they're searching for. The referee calls the ball not straight to the lineout. And Santa Clara has elected to take the lineout. You always have an option there to take the scrum or the lineout. Santa Clara takes the lineout option. Looks like a little knock on. Ball tipped back by Santa Clara, unfortunately not able to be controlled off that. And San Jose State will have the put into the scrum. San Jose State about 12 meters into the Santa Clara half, looking to attack with some width. Very deep back line here for San Jose State. Big push by Santa Clara. Causes a bit of problems, but San Jose State able to get the ball wide to their threat coming around the corner. A little knock on there. And a penalty for the San Jose State player after the knock on for playing the ball on the ground. Quick tap taken by Santa Clara here, and they've got some space. A big stiff arm, a big don't argue. Oh no, she's dropped the ball there. And it looks like it will be a little knock on. A big don't argue, huh? From Santa Clara.
Say we're coming down to the last couple of minutes of this first half. Looks like we've only had a couple of substitutions on both sides, but intrigued to see how both teams come out after the second half, getting some air, getting some water in them after this kind of, warm day.
Santa Clara has put a lot of pressure on this San Jose State scrum in this first half, and San Jose State holds strong here. Referee playing advantage for the 9 being offside. You're not allowed to go past the tunnel anymore. San Jose State taking a shot with the advantage. The ball has found grass. It's bouncing around back there. It's hard to pick up. And a little knock on by Santa Clara as she tried to gather the ball. The odd-shaped rugby ball getting the best of the players here. You love to see a team take a shot on a penalty advantage and just see what happens. And they've gained 40 meters and an opportunity for a scrum, which I think is their preferred attacking platform today.
Yep. Yeah, as you can see.
They've taken a couple of penalties to scrums, and they've definitely looked like an attacking threat. Lined up to the left this time. And the Santa Clara scrum half will have to remain disciplined. The number 8 picks it up, goes to the right. Oh! Huge contact there. As the number 8 says, sit down, please. San Jose State pick and drives. Goes back to a forward pod. Good rush defense by Santa Clara. Catches them behind the gain line, but San Jose State still has the ball. Out through the hands of the backs, out to their danger person on the edge there. But she gets gobbled up and driven back in the contact. The loose head prop for Santa Clara is getting through some work and getting through some tackles out wide. Now in the forwards here for San Jose State, controlling the possession and controlling the tempo of the game. Big counter ruck by Santa Clara, but they haven't won the ball. Good footwork there and a big shot, but yet stays on her feet. Unfortunately, the ball has been stripped out there. Referee playing advantage for a loss forward to Santa Clara. There will be no advantage accruing, and we'll come back for a scrum. I think the bravery has been on display for both teams.
Absolutely.
Defense has been there, willing and able. And San Jose State was coming into this game as a bit of a favorite after the regular season. So definitely Santa Clara has shown some pluck and courage as we come to the end of this first half.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, one of the biggest differences between a lot of the programs within the D2 is actually the roster size, right, the pool of players. So I'd say San Jose State has an advantage in that sense that they've done some really heavy recruitment over the last couple of years, where Santa Clara has just come out firing all season against teams, right, and so having that depth sometimes comes in handy for these long seasons.
Santa Clara keeping the ball alive well and starting to build their own pressure now. Oh, the 6 slides through the line. Need quick ball here, but it's slowed down.
Oh,
out to the
miss.
edge.
Ooh.
Big, strong run there by the prop. Coming back to the forwards. It looks like the referee's going to call time off. I think she's just checking on the player who went to the ground pretty heavily under contact there.
Yeah, I think we've seen a couple of head collisions in the last couple of minutes. Say there only has to be a couple of minutes left, and if not seconds, within this first half. We'll see what shifts the teams make at the half, and it really could be anyone's game. It's just 12-0 with San Jose State in the lead.
Yeah, and if a couple of passes just stick, it's both teams have had their opportunities, and the last pass hasn't always gone to hand. The Santa Clara player is back to her feet, staying in the game. And we'll restart with a scrum because the referee stopped the game. So the team in possession of the ball at the time, Santa Clara will have the feed to the scrum, and we'll finish out this half. It's a bit tough getting treatment and then stepping back into the scrum, but you know, that's what props are built for. Sweeping to the blind side is the 10 for Santa Clara. Offloading to the wing. Retaining the ball here. Big tackle by San Jose State. And it looks like they've got over the ball. First player in has stolen the ball, and San Jose State flips from defense to attack. Right at about the halfway, and they will probably have the last opportunity in the first half to attack here. Good defense coming up here by Santa Clara, putting pressure on the skills of San Jose State.
Great footwork by the number 21.
And out to the wing. That is the danger out wide. In and away she goes all the way in. Cutting across, and she's going to finish it underneath the posts. What a breakout. Turnover by San Jose State. The ball goes wide and in and away by the winger, and away she races to put San Jose State up 17-0 with the kick to come from right in front of the posts.
Yep. You can see a big celebration from Coach Fonda there. You know, he's really proud of these girls, and excited to see everyone here just doing their best, right? I mean, we're going to see one of these teams face off in a couple of weeks down in Sacramento, or up in Sacramento, where they'll actually face UC Irvine, which was confirmed today as they played for their title match as well.
And that will be on Friday, April 10th at Heart Health Park in Sacramento as part of the Pac-4 weekend.
Hopefully we see this big crowd of people out there. You know, one of the things I love about the community out here is that, you know, that we focus on the big picture, right? We take care of our communities, so hopefully we get some seats filled out there for not only our college students, but also our USA Eagles as well.
Yeah, that kick was unsuccessful, so the score remains 17-0, and referee Clough has just called halftime, so we will be back in 10 minutes with the second half. we are back at Stuba Rugby Stadium for the second half of this West Coast Rugby Conference Championship. Women's Division 2. Ball didn't quite sneak past the 10. I really like the hands up by the chest.
Yeah.
It'll be a San Jose State feed to the scrum at halfway. Well, I like this sneaky little setup here by San Jose State. You can't quite see it on the camera, but the 10 and the fullback are directly behind the scrum, and they've got two players they can link with on either side. The 8 picks up the ball, goes to the right, hits the 9. 9 hits the fullback coming around. She hits a center with a bit of space. Great cover tackle there by Santa Clara. San Jose State on, continues to move the ball forward, breaking a tackle. But Santa Clara comes over the ball and earns a penalty. Sometimes too much momentum isolates you, and Santa Clara's defense gets over the ball. Quick tap taken.
Whew.
A high pass, but to probably the tallest player on the field.
I'd say that might have been meant to be a skip pass, but she walked right into that one.
Santa Clara looking to move the ball wider now, finding a half gap in the defense. A switch here on the wing. And an offload. Santa Clara doing a great job of keeping the ball alive, and there's a little gap. The lock goes route 1, going straight ahead. Santa Clara using their 4 pot in the middle of the field, looking to set things up. And here we go, a big break here. A clean line break by the number 8, showing a clean pair of heels to everyone. As Santa Clara starts the second half with a bang. What about that for continuity?
Absolutely love seeing points on the board. I'm looking out into the crowd and I see one of their alum, Maya Murphy, with the cowbell, and I'm sure she's thinking, gotta have more cowbell.
I don't think I need more cowbell, but there he goes. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Nice kick for a nice ease-in opportunity for the kicker here.
Yeah.
Scoring under the posts.
Obviously the best way to start a second half, coming in with 0 points, straight off, getting points on the board.
And it was really coming down to the fact that they kept the ball alive, found a little gap, and then maintained that go forward. The conversion is successful, and we are now 17-7. San Jose State up, but feeling a little more scoreboard pressure from Santa Clara now.
I have to say, Josh, looking out into the crowd again, and I see players coming both Silicon Valley Rugby and San Jose Seahawks supporting the college rugby community, players that they have, and I'm really happy to see the community kind of gelling together and supporting each other.
And of course, all 4 of those are South Bay teams in the Bay Area, so it's really good to see the rugby community here.
Absolutely.
It's getting a little harder to hear myself think at the moment as the crowd gets into it. San Jose State with the kickoff. They'll want to calm things down here. They want to take possession and really grind Santa Clara down. That's what they did well in the first half. And a big shot there.
Big hit by the number 8.
Well held onto by Santa Clara, but a counter ruck coming in here. Santa Clara scampers the ball away. Bit of time and space. There's a lot more confidence now in the Santa Clara attack as they look to find the gaps in the San Jose State defense.
Definitely a lot more pep in those steps, absolutely.
But a forward pass there. I think driven back in the tackle, it looked like the pass came out of the hands forward, and San Jose State has earned themselves a scrum.
They love those scrums. They love the scrums, and they absolutely, this is where it can get dangerous, you know, playing in your own 22, and San Jose State will push for those penalties and you know, get set up for that scrum.
So San Jose State attacking 22 on the right-hand side of the field as I'm looking at it. Big back line set up to the left, but they do have that sneaky winger on the blind side. We'll see which way they go as it comes out. Number 8 picks it up, goes blind side. Looks to break a tackle, can't break it. Santa Clara over the ball. Which way is this going to go? Looks like we're coming to an offside penalty. Santa Clara back sneaking up offside, getting a little anxious, launching before they're allowed to. So when the ball's in the scrum, they have to stay back that 5 meters. And San Jose State has a decision to make here. Do they go for the penalty? Do they go for the tap and try and score 7?
I think it looks like they're going for the tap. Straight off a strong pod.
They've got their second pod set up. It looks like they're going to phase it here. Big contact, strong contact there. And out to their big ball carrier. Boom! Go forward, fell forward, but the ball's not that quick. And it looks like they're going to slow it down even more. Go to their pick and drive. They've done well with this. Keeping possession, sucking in the defense.
I can see this number 11 is waiting for that ball here at San Jose State.
Out here on the left wing.
Yeah.
She's already scored.
I do love a wing that can run that right on that line. Just dance the line right on that outside. I'd say my favorite one.
Oh, big outside
big
in
hit.
defense. A sniper came out and got that one, and unfortunately not rolling away. Just working through the referee signals here. And it looks like a quick taking by San Jose State. Looking for a bit of space, but comes back to the forwards. Staying on her feet, driving forward here. San Jose State looks to stay on the front foot, keep putting pressure. Goes to a forward pod. Very direct there. Good defense by Santa Clara, holding strong at the moment. San Jose State moves the ball wide.
There she
Here
is,
she
that
goes, stepping inside, stepping outside, and going over in the corner for a try.
A hat trick, am I right? That's 3.
I
3
believe
for
it.
Taylor.
Inside, outside. Says I can step off the left foot and the right foot and dot it down in the corner. What a try by San Jose State there. Really patient work there as they use the forwards to suck in the defense. And when the opportunity came, they moved the ball to a real threat out wide. Referee Clough just forcing the kicker to take it all the way out, so it's only 2 meters off the sideline again. I think all kickers shudder at this when they think about their kicking percentage.
Absolutely. San Jose State's got a pretty decent kicking coach, I'd say. Her name's Aime Ramos. She's actually an SJSU alum. Currently plays for both Mexico 7s and Mexico 15s. She's can really drive a good boot from any angles. I'd put my money on it.
An unsuccessful conversion there. That was a tough one. And San Jose State, they've extended the lead again. It's 22-7, 15-point lead. Santa Clara definitely having some very serious words underneath the post as they walk back to halfway, and they definitely have it ahead of them in the second half. So Tiff, what do you think Santa Clara has to do to sort of strike back but then also maintain that momentum if they're going to get back in this game?
I think once they have possession, they do some pretty great stuff, but they often lose the ball in those penalties. One of the things I'm seeing is they get sucked in really well, or sucked in a lot on that defense, so kind of get clustered up. I think if you know, they start to spread out and read that defense a little better, they'd have a better chance at shutting down that wing.
Yes, I think that the way to shut down that wing is to make sure she doesn't touch the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, the kick did not go 10. San Jose State will have the feed at midfield. Let's see what backline formation they come up with this time. They've gone to the right frequently. The number 8 seems to like going to the right, and they've swept to the right frequently. We've got 3 to the left, but that fullback is sitting directly behind, and 2 to the right. If I was a betting person, and I do not bet, I would say they're going right again, but let's see if I'm right or wrong. Pressure from Santa Clara here, and they've gone to the right. Oh no, they're coming back to the left, and the fullback gets the ball on a blocker line behind the 10. There's space for the wing here. Don't let her get free. Oh, she finds the fullback looping around, keeps the ball in, but then pushed out of bounds. Santa Clara sweeping across on defense, getting numbers to the ball and forcing San Jose State over the sideline. They've earned themselves a line-out throw about 9 meters inside their own half. I can hear the Broncos chants go up as the Santa Clara faithful get feisty. Good line-out throw, clean win for Santa Clara, but it doesn't go to hand off the line-out. They've got good, clean ball here, and they look to strike wide. They've moved the ball to the edge, but San Jose State's defense has matched them, sweeping across the field and staying as a blue wall in front of them.
You can see these pods getting set up. I'm really excited to see the ball in hands of maybe the number 1 again, Molly Fleming. She's been having some really massive carries for Santa Clara.
Massive carries on attack and big hits on defense.
Big hits, you can hear them.
Here we go with the 9 taking the quick tap after that penalty. And she's gotten up over halfway. Ball presented there. Santa Clara stays going forward with the pick and drive. But it looks like here, just getting a little isolated. And San Jose State, they're like a vulture on an isolated player.
Yeah.
Soon as they're there, bang, hands on the ball, and they're looking to jackal.
Yep.
The wind is getting a little more gusty now as we get later in the afternoon. I'm sure the players would appreciate that on this warm afternoon. It's always nice to have a cooler breeze. San Jose State will have the throw to the line out about 15 meters into the half of Santa Clara. Looking to build on this 15-point lead and secure a West Coast Rugby Championship.
I believe this is the 8th year in a row that San Jose State has made the championship in the West Coast. You know, they've had some really awesome years, and you know, back in the weekends where we played back-to-back on a Saturday, Sunday, I know could really hurt the roster, but really proud of the program to see them show up every year and make it to postseason play.
Proud little Spartan alum here.
You know, surprisingly, I've taken on many roles since my days as a Spartan, so it's very far and few days where I actually get to put on my San Jose State hat. And, you know, my motto is always, you know, I don't care who wins as long as it's the best team, and I really stand by that with our conference. This conference itself makes me extremely proud of the community that we've built amongst each other, but even seeing some of our teams, Cal Poly, Sacramento, and UC Santa Cruz move up into the D1 division. And ultimately, that's what we're really proud about is getting our programs ready for the next level.
So big counter ruck by San Jose State there. Puts Santa Clara ruckers on the ground, and they played the ball while they're on the ground. So penalty awarded to San Jose State. Looking to kick to touch again. Probably a line out right around the 22, attacking ball here. You know, the one person who doesn't like a breeze is the hooker throwing into the line out. You know, Josh, I have to say I'm really impressed by your broadcasting skills. This is the first time I've actually been active on the feed, but I think it's awesome for our first-time viewers, honestly, for, you know, game explanation, kind of understanding the game a little bit more. Which is what we need. We need fans. We need engaging fans, and just getting some fun commentary today. We've got a maul set here by San Jose State. Good, clean win at the front. They've got to get that ball back, because if it doesn't come out, it will be a turnover. And Santa Clara is wrestling for it. And it looks like a little lost forward by San Jose State, and Santa Clara comes away with the ball. Santa Clara, though, getting isolated after the turnover.
Telling you, that 9, though, is feisty. That number 9, she's going to go every time.
So turnover, and I think this is one of the hard things, is you turn over the ball, it is easy to get isolated.
Yep.
And once again, San Jose State, they love to get their hands on the ball however they can. Electing the scrum from this penalty. They got a nice wide back line out to the right-hand side. This winger, she's chatting away here, so wondering if she's going to insert or whether they're going to go with the centers in the middle of the field. I think the front rowers just wanted to break there.
Yeah.
Feel like we've been working
I don't
hard.
blame them. I don't blame them. I don't know how many scrums this is, but there's been a lot.
There's been a lot.
We'll have to talk to Coach Fonda after about those analytics.
San Jose State goes in the centers. Get their forwards working around to the midfield. And going over the gain line. Look at this. They need quick ball here to keep the momentum. Oh, unfortunate.
Unlucky. Well, another scrum.
Another scrum. Just for something different. We're going to go with the scrum this time to Santa Clara.
You never know. This might be a tactic by Coach Fonda is knock the ball, get a scrum, slow the game down.
I will say this. That was really well worked by San Jose State to get their forwards around the corner, get that gain line ball, and earn themselves an opportunity to attack the line. Big pressure by San Jose, but it comes out on Santa Clara's side. Ball back inside. Little trickeration from Santa Clara there. They need to get out of their own end cleanly. Out to the wing. She stays in. Well done by the winger there to get to ground and stay in bounds, but
You know, the lines are there. It's those big hospital passes, right, that are kind of slowing down the game for Santa Clara.
San Jose State attacking this ruck. They've turned the ball over there.
Vultures.
They are vultures. And rumbling through the forwards. Pick and drive. It looks like they're setting up the train again. Here they go. Pick and drive again. Oh, ripped out of the tackle. Looked to be lost forward. Santa Clara comes away with the ball and she's looking to break out. Do it all by herself. Offload there. They've got to settle it down. Make sure they secure this ball here. Santa Clara. They won't have the opportunity as the referee calls it back. No advantage there.
No, it's been a long game. I would have loved to seen a little bit more support from the Santa Clara players as that ball was turned over. You can see their player was really excited to go forward and, you know, didn't really have that shift in the offense yet.
Santa Clara with a feed to the scrum, about 10 meters off their try line. They need to exit here. Again, they've got their 10 is right behind the scrum. Referee calls it up. The front rows aren't quite in sync there. Quick feed to the scrum, much more stable there by Santa Clara. And a kick this time into the midfield. It looks like there are a few players in front of the kicker who were chasing before they were put on side. San Jose State penalty about 15 meters out from the line. Decision time again. Are they going to go for the liner or are they going to go for the tap? Looks like it's going into the hands of the 10. And a scrum has been called. Definitely a tactic there. She looked over to the sideline, got the nod from the coaching staff, and said, yes, we will have another scrum.
I might have gone for maybe the kick. Give our forwards a bit of a break, but they seemed, again, to really love those scrums.
They do seem to love those scrums. Backline all set up to the right here. But it could sweep to the left. The San Jose State has definitely used this ball effectively from the scrum. They're going wide this time. It's out to the centers. And she goes forward. Nice tackle made there by Santa Clara. San Jose State with a forward pod coming back. Creeping towards that line. Back to the forwards again. Boom. Big contact there. Number 1 again. Always finding a way into the contact situations. Out to the number 8, who's going to look to have them on. Can't find an offload this time. And is, oh, what a clear out by the wing. Not only does she score tries, but what a clear out.
Hard worker. She's working.
Santa Clara caught with their hands in the cookie jar there. The ruck had formed, so you are no longer allowed to use your hands. And San Jose State this time says, you know what? Not at a scrum this time. We'll go for a line out. I think there's some good advice coming from our stands here saying watch them all. I would agree with them. Just waiting on a ball. San Jose State poised here. Santa Clara's had a good contest in the air. They go to the front and they've managed to disrupt the ball. Bit of pressure, and the line-out throw is not straight, so it'll be an option for Santa Clara. What are they going to take, the line-out or the scrum? Looks like they're taking the line-out. I think when you leave that decision to a really good line-out jumper, they'll pick the line-out every time.
Absolutely.
Santa Clara still in their own 22.
Wind is
Played a
picking
lot
up.
of rugby here. This time they're kicking it out, and they found touch. Just giving themselves a little bit of breathing room. The line out will be about 25 meters out. San Jose State throw. But definitely a breather for the forwards as they can walk to the line out, catch their breath, and look to contest again. The Spartans are looking here, secure this line out. Santa Clara just matching the numbers. Big contest in the air. It's fallen to Santa Clara's side. She has to stay in bounds. Does a great job of staying in bounds. And Santa Clara has nicked that line out, looking to hit the forward pod. Oh, she's found a gap. The number 8. She's done it again. Looking for the offload. Can't quite link up with the number 1. And San Jose State jumps on the ball. Referee's playing advantage for a knock on. Looks like we've got a cramping player. You love to see it in the background. You can't see it on your screens, but a Santa Clara player is helping out a San Jose State player who's just cramping over here.
Gotta love the community camaraderie, right?
San Jose State looking to use the wall wide there. Like, yeah, we're down 1 player, but we're going to keep playing. They've got space out to the right. They've got the big threat there in the number 8, looking to offload once more. Doesn't this time. Takes the ball to ground, San Jose State.
We got another cramp for Santa Clara. We got both ATs out there.
San Jose State keeps playing big offload out of contact. They've got a lot of room here. We've got to be a little careful of that athletic trainer, and we're probably going to stop the game here. Need to stop the game. You're giving props to the athletic trainers. They're brave.
Yeah. I think they might get players of the match being out there. And get some stats from their GPS on there.
Yep. Definitely a hot day.
Yeah. And it really is these drier days where that humidity really, or sorry, the dehydration sets in, right? And so really sometimes hard to manage throughout the games.
Realistically, that's when you need some salt stick, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, man, you know me and the salt stick. Oh. I just went through another bottle this week.
For those of you who don't know, you will see them at Women's Sevens Nationals in Indianapolis on April 25 and 26.
You'll also see them all over my Instagram because I'm obsessed with salt stick. Man, when I like a product, I like it.
Players back on their feet. I don't think anyone's coming out of the game for cramp, but definitely a calf cramp is one of those terrible things to deal with.
Yeah, no, and like I said, you know, these are long seasons. Obviously, we're in postseason play, and I just want to, you know, give a big shout out to the athletes who put their bodies on the line every day, you know, just making making choices, you know, and sacrificing things. And it's hard maintaining your body all year round, going from 15s to 7s. But one of the most beautiful parts about living in California is we get to play a lot of rugby all year round. And so, you know, just body maintenance is really critical.
Looks like we have had a sub in the front row for San Jose State. New loose head prop on here. We're restarting with a scrum to Santa Clara. And a big scrum here by San Jose State, having to be dug out by the Santa Clara scrum half. Bit of a loose pass, but Santa Clara has dived on the ball. They're still in possession, but they've gone back 12 meters. A lot of pressure put on here by San Jose State. Oh, a big shot there coming in. And San Jose State has really used the counter ruck well in this game.
Absolutely. And that just goes back to that pressure that they're going to keep putting, right? Trying to draw those penalties and just getting into that scrum is really where they want to be.
Santa Clara keeps the ball, a little switch back inside to the number 1, running out on the edge. I'm sure she's loving that. Goes forward over the gain line and secures great possession for Santa Clara here. Back to the middle pot in the forwards. Unfortunately, loose carry there. And San Jose State has said, thank you very much, we'll have some more. Looking for a bit of width here, but the ball's gone to ground. And
beautiful step.
A bit of footwork there. I think the referee will bring this back for the knock-on, though, and she does. It's one of those things in the midfield carry, you think you've got a bit of space and then it all shrinks very quickly.
Yes.
San Jose State has definitely brought on some impact players there. This new loose head, I think she's number 17, has definitely made an impact.
Absolutely. And that goes back to the recruiting portion, right? Having that depth in your roster and feeling comfortable with the players that you bring on as impact players.
Off to the right again. 8 to 9, 9 to fullback. Fullback finds the center out there and they keep rolling forward, does San Jose State. Rumbling, stumbling, almost to the 22. Back to the forwards. Consolidating possession here. 10 says, yep, keep it going forward, but it's a loose carry there. San Jose State now going backwards a little bit further. And the loose head prop makes a tackle on the dancing winger. We've got
another cramp, I think.
I think it's a cramp. I'm not sure which way this penalty is going to go. Sorry, I paused there to watch the referee. I'm not sure if she's going to penalize Santa Clara for not rolling away or San Jose State for not releasing, but it will go one way or the other. I really do love the support from the crowd.
Yeah.
Stretch it out, Mata. It's good advice.
I'm actually looking out in the crowd and seeing a whole bunch of alumni from the conference, including one of my favorite brands, the Modish Rugger. Alumni from Sacramento State now playing with the Silicon Valley and showing up for, you know, her old conference and now her community. It's just awesome to see that throughout. Got players from UC Santa Cruz, from Monterey, from Santa Clara and San Jose. It's just, I'm geeking out.
So the penalty was awarded for not rolling away. We did get that finally in San Jose State. In this last quarter of the game, as expected, probably slowing the game down, kicking to touch.
Good boot.
Great kick to the corner. They're in the 22. This is where they've played most of the second half, and I think that has actually put a lot of pressure on Santa Clara after they got off to a bang at the start of the second half. They haven't really been able to play in San Jose State's half.
Had some pretty good boots from the number 10 at San Jose, Alexa Kershik.
A little fake in there, but stolen by Santa Clara. But yeah, I thought she might. It's going to be a free kick against the Santa Clara player for being held in the air. You're allowed to go up and come down, but you can't be held there. So
It's a pretty tall 8-man for Santa Clara. Just looking at her next to Ref Amber. I get to call her Ref Amber.
yeah,
I'm
you
on
do.
her good
You're her
side.
favorite. I'm not on the good side. I think Ref Clough is what, 5'9", 5'10"?
5'9", 5'10", yeah.
And so we've got an 8 with a little bit of length there.
I'm 5'6", so everybody's tall to me.
San Jose State with a feed to the scrum on the left-hand side of the field. 5 meters in from touch and about 18 meters away from their try line. Some pressure by the Santa Clara scrum, wheeling that towards the sideline, but San Jose State gets the ball out and some footwork in midfield by the left winger. Unfortunately, the pass couldn't find the hands of the cutting runner, and oh, the ball was definitely out, and a big shot there by Santa Clara coming around.
You know, this number 11, that winger from San Jose, has some pretty good movement across the field. You'll see her kind of playing everywhere, you know.
Everywhere.
And it's because she's where she's supposed to be, you know. She's lining up, she's getting there. Great support player.
San Jose State continues to build the phases. Oh,
unlucky.
Commentators curse there. Sorry about that one, San Jose State.
It's all right. Another scrum.
Another scrum.
Give us another scrum.
Another scrum. And as you look at this, as we tick down towards the last 10 minutes, 15-point lead, it's something fairly secure. So Santa Clara really needs not only a breakout, but probably some points on the board now.
Yeah.
Crowd takes a big sigh as the referee goes through a reset instead of calling engage. There we go. Solid scrum by Santa Clara. The number 9 goes for a dart as she's wont to do. Looking for support, ball doesn't quite find the hands, and a big shot coming in by the San Jose State defense. Penalty, I believe, for a high tackle, and the number 9 scoots away, finds an offload to a player in support. The tight head prop there, I think she's moved to hooker in this second half. The ball goes wider. They've got a bit of space here. Can they use it? Oh, just a little bit unfortunate as the pass floats in front of the player, coming back for a penalty. Not back 10. So that's a bit of a piggyback penalty that gives Santa Clara that opportunity to sort of chance their arm.
Yep.
Wonder if they'll go for touch here or whether it'll be a tap.
Oh, there's the tap.
Tap it is to the 8. Ranging towards this wing here, going forward, staying on her feet. Looking for clean ball here. And to the forwards. This number 6 has also been very industrious, good in the carry and able to recycle the ball as well. And Santa Clara on the front foot, they need to use this ball now. Out to the backs we go. Looking for space, offload off her knees. Finding someone with a little seam and away she goes. 22 gets the halfway, and this is the chance that Santa Clara needs to use right now. Going from left to right. Flanker finds the center on a little switch, and she's gone forward. Plunging forward, carrying San Jose State defenders with her. Out to the 10, this 8 is out here. One-on-one gets a nice offload to a player sweeping around, and an offload back, and just managing to hold on to the ball. Does she? No. AR says it was a little fumble-rooski. Great attacking phases strung together there by Santa Clara, but unfortunately it doesn't result in points, but they have moved into San Jose State's half.
You know, I can say for both sides, the 8s are both extremely powerful, offensive and defensive, but I feel like that word is basically just a synonym for the 8-man.
Yeah, that's fair. And yes, you are hearing different terminology. I call them number 8s, and other places in the world call them 8-man, and um, just because different countries say different things.
Well, Coach Fonda, San Jose State, he goes by 8-man all over the place, so we've just been used to also using that term. Which is probably why he likes the scrum so much,
It
right? He's
is
not
why,
in the
but
front row.
He's not in the front row.
Yeah,
He always
yeah.
gets his hands on the ball. Number 4, she's looking to make a little break there. I think we're going for an exit kick. Kick by the 10, but it's gone straight to touch, which means it'll be a line-out throw. Oh, no, saying it's bounced infield. Sorry, I missaw that. I thought the ball went into touch on the full, but must have just snuck in with a bounce. Santa Clara throw. Number 8, using a length, but it's been cleanly stolen by San Jose State. Ball moved out to the backs. Off a knee, I think will be, no. Off the hands. Off the hands by San Jose State. So Santa Clara probably in the best attacking position they've started with the ball in about 40 minutes, as they have a scrum about 30 meters out midfield. It's coming down to the last 6 or 7 minutes of this game, and right now this 15-point lead, it's 3 scores, so Santa Clara needs something now. Win by the Broncos, the number 9 scoots. Offload to the 10. 10 hits the winger. She's seen a gap. Through she goes. Can she stay in? No.
Great defense by the number 10.
Great defense on the cover line by the number 10 to just drag a cleat over the sideline. And it will be a San Jose State throw-in 5 meters off their own try line.
Spartans are working really hard to keep their lead, coming down to the last quarter of the game.
San Jose State wins, but a good contest in the air has made it messy for the Spartans, and they've been driven back over their own try line, I think. Taken back, it will be a 5-meter scrum. What defense by the Broncos, and they will have an opportunity to attack from this scrum.
Let's see what happens in the 347th scrum of the game.
Now, if it was Coach Fonda, coach team, I would predict an 8 pick on this.
Sure.
On a 5-meter scrum, though,
Yeah.
I would predict an 8 pick on this as well.
Absolutely.
But it all starts with a stable scrum first, and San Jose State has definitely been able to put more pressure on the scrum in the second half. Spartans looking to keep the score line 22-7, and Santa Clara looking to edge their way back and create an exciting last few minutes of this game. To the 9, she's going to go herself. She's isolated now. And it'll be a penalty. The number 8 for San Jose State. Their captain does what a captain does. Earns a turnover and says, no, 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 not on my watch. San Jose State is going to slow this down as much as they can, kick for touch, and look to reset. Not the best clearing kick, but San Jose State ball to the line out. 15 meters out from their own try line. Here comes the subs. Another sub coming in for San Jose State. Referee calls time off. Number 3 is going off. She's had a pretty strong game, been one of the organizers, been one of the people getting a few of those jackals, definitely one of the vultures floating in the Spartans' defensive line. Clean win by San Jose State. Moves the ball out to their center. They're keeping it safe and stable here. Big shot put on by the number 1 again. I don't know how many tackles she's made today, but all of them have been impactful. Straight to the winger here for Santa Clara. The Broncos looking to attack. They've got to find support. They found it here. Goes to 9. There's space out there.
Plenty of space.
She cuts in. She finds her support.
Can they get points on the board? And
That's a try. I think it's to the number 12 over there. 22-12. I've got about 3 minutes left in this game. It would be quite a comeback if the Broncos could make it back from here. Kick doesn't quite have enough length. Good direction.
Yep.
Score remains 22-12. We've got 90 seconds on our clock, but the referee is the sole judge of time on a rugby field, so not sure how much time is actually left.
Yeah, been decent amount of injury time and stoppages, so yeah, we'll default to referee Amber.
Yeah, referee Amber.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Be careful over here. Getting a little too familiar.
Yeah.
What I do love about that was there was so much support flooding to the ball by Santa Clara.
Absolutely.
And this crowd is into it. San Jose State to kick off.
Gotta have more cowbell.
Gotta have more cowbell. Yeah, the cowbells have been a little too quiet. This kick
Not quite
doesn't
22.
go 10. Option, they will be able to choose a line out or a scrum. I wonder if Santa Clara is going for the scrum center field. I thought they might go for the line out.
I thought so as well. Again, we shouldn't be betting people, Josh.
No, definitely not betting people. Talk about what has happened, not what will happen. So, Santa Clara, once again, they really need to score from this phase if they want any chance of pulling back a 10-point lead, because they have to score twice. Ball comes out cleanly for the Broncos, and they look to attack here. A little loop around, and support is there. The Broncos will continue to build through the phases. The 10 starts her organizational process, gets the ball to a rampaging forward in midfield.
Yeah, this is where those quick hands come in handy, you know, because the San Jose State team is putting a lot of pressure.
The 9 with a little dart and sneaks through a gap. Here we go, pick and drive time here. They better get people over the ball, otherwise that 8 is all over it. She has stolen ball, first player in. She's earned an advantage for her team, and she snuffed out the hopes of the Broncos there.
Coach is calling for another scrum. Big scrum coming your way from San Jose State.
It was very clear what the coach wanted there. Go for the scrum and then kick it out.
I'm not sure if that's the baby sign for more food or a big scrum. Learning a lot of sign language today, Josh.
A lot of sign language today. A lot of sign language today. Not all of it useful.
Yeah.
Thank goodness there's no video camera on here. So this sounds like it will be one of the last play of the game. Spartans here looking to secure the ball, probably play a phase, get the ball close to the sideline, and then kick it out. But what a run by the center there, going forward, goes to the 10, she shoots it out of bounds, and the referee blows full time. San Jose Spartans, the women of Sparta, are your West Coast Rugby Conference champions for 2026. Congratulations to the Spartans as they finish up this game. Winners 22-12. But let's be honest, the Broncos were great on the other side of the ball.
Absolutely. Vicious with the ball. Great teamship and just, you know, awesome efforts today for sure.
Well, I want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in. My name is Josh. I was here with Tiff. I hope you join us tomorrow at Stuba Rugby Stadium for the Women's Division 1 semi-final between Life University and Stanford. Till next time.